me, Deb. Welcome back to Deb's Diamonds. I hope you're all happy and healthy and you're dotting away to your heart's content. So I'm jumping on today. It's not going to be my normal sort of video today because I've got some people have been asking me some questions, and so I thought I would just address the elephant in the room. So obviously, if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I, along with Bianca from Queen Bee's DPs, host some events. We have hosted we're in the midst of our second annual Rose Profit event, who is a lovely artist that we promote and support. So we're just about at the end of that, at the end of this month. We've also, this year, we decided to do what was called the Ladies and Gents event, which was our first annual one. And we'll be doing that again next year. And then I decided I decided that I needed to start my birds, my Richard Lorenz birds. I've got quite a few of them. And so I decided that I need to do those. And so when I want to do these and I need a bit of a push, events or doing group chats or group DP alongs really help me. I don't know if they help you, but they really, really help me. And so naively, I thought that I would, because I wanted to start one of my Richard Lorenz, that I would just create an event. I thought I would just create an event, and whoever wanted to join and come along and do it with me was more than welcome to do so, and that we'd encourage each other and all those things. And so in June, I had an epiphany, or not an epiphany, I had a great idea. And well, what I thought was a great idea. And I thought, well, how about I interview Richard Lorenz, because so many of us love his work. And just to hear from him about him and about how he chooses to do his art and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I reached out to him and he got back to me and he wanted to know more about it and all that. And so I sent him more information. And it was very amiable and all that. And I didn't hear back, which is fine. He's busy. He's a busy man like we all are, and life happens. And so it wasn't a big whoops and, nothing untoward. Anyway, so I pressed on with the event because I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't hear anything back, and we'd made contact and all that sort of stuff. And I told him what I was doing, and I hadn't, nothing was said about not doing it or whatever. So anyway, I pressed on, and I think I might have only had 20 people or 26 people. So we were supposed to start on the 1st of September, and I was going to run it for 2 months. Anyway, I didn't really know there was, until I'd started it, I didn't know there were any other events. And naively, again, I thought that if I was just running a little one for sort of down in the southern hemisphere, because every other event seems to be in the northern hemisphere, that we could just, if there were any others, which I didn't know that there were, you know what I mean, that had started or anything like that, or that anybody sort of had the rights to, or whatever that may be, I thought that maybe we could all do it together. And I thought, if there's other ones, I'll jump in with that one and they can jump in with mine, or not, or you know what I mean, I'll have my lovely few little group that I've got, and then we'll jump in there, or I'll jump in there, or whatever else. And so that's naively what I thought. Anyway, I woke up yesterday morning to a message from a very dear friend asking me if I'd seen all the hoo-ha that was going on one of the pages. And I was like, no. And so there was some stuff being said about me and about the event that thankfully I didn't read, because I don't really want to know what was said. Do you know what I mean? Like, if people are saying bad things about me, that's on them. It's not about me, it's about them. But I just don't want it to enter into my psyche, and I don't want it to enter into my spirit. So I don't want to know what they said. All I knew was that they'd said something. They'd said something about me. And so that was fine. So in the way that I deal with things is, if I've got an issue with someone, I'll go straight to that person. So because I don't understand, and it's just the way I'm wired, I don't understand stewing on things. Or making assumptions about people and not addressing them. If I've got something to say, I'm going to say it. Sometimes, well, more than sometimes, quite often, the way I can say it to people is it can be taken, I can be quite abrupt with it. I don't see that as a problem. I would much rather people come to me and tell me that there's an issue, or question me or ask me what's going on and all that sort of stuff, and then we'll clear it up and then we move on from there. That's the sort of person that I am. And so because I'm that sort of person, I expect other people to do that, rightly or wrongly. That's what I expect, or that's what I hope for. Treat others as you'd like to be treated and all that. I'd much rather, if somebody's got a problem with me or have a question, come to me, ask me, tell me, we'll discuss it. It's not a big whoops, you know what I mean? I'd much rather keep a relationship or not be a cause of problems. Anywho, jump forward. So I reached out to who I now realise there was a message. I saw a message on Messenger. It had come from a lady, and I didn't know who she was. And she was asking me about the event and all that. And so I told her, and then I worked out that it was Richard's wife. And so we got into a dialogue, and I shared screenshots of the conversation that I had with Richard and things. And anyway, it turns out it was a big misunderstanding. It turns out that, unbeknownst to me, in my naivety again, that a lot of people over the years have taken advantage, I suppose, of I don't know whether it's Richard's work or things like that, or they've done things that I don't know if it's bought Richard's work or his art or even to disrepute or whatever else. And through talking to this lady, who was very lovely, by the way, she could see that there was nothing, that everything was above board, that I was only promoting Richard's work. I only wanted to get his work out there, and like I say, have people come along that would help me to get my kits done. And so there's nothing untoward. I was putting up Richard Loren's kits, or a kit as a prize, as a grand prize at the end, at my cost. Nobody else was sponsoring it or anything like that. It was just me. And I wasn't getting any kickbacks or anything like that. It was all going to be licensed. I made the point that every entry had to be his licensed artwork, so he was getting paid. But anyway, somebody in the group, his group, got very protective of him, and I can understand that. Got very protective and got the wrong end of the stick. That's what had happened. They made a judgment on me, whether they tarred me with someone else's brush, I don't know. I think it was unfair. But like I say, it's been sorted now. But the outcome of that is, even though Richard and his wife gave me their blessing to carry on with the event, it's left a really bad taste in my mouth, to be honest. And it's not a bad taste with them. That's not them, and it's definitely not Richard's work or anything like that. Love it. It's just, it's left a bad taste in my mouth because I suppose I didn't expect to be attacked and to have my name and my channel or my intentions to be brought into disrepute or whatever it's called, or to be attacked like that without there being any basis to be attacked. I don't want to get used to that. I don't know. People will probably say, oh, you should be used to that, or you're a big girl and blah, blah, blah. And I say, oh, that's fine, but I don't want to be. I think it was unfair. And like I say, if people got an issue, man, I'm open to any questions anybody has at any time. If you talk to any of my family or any of my friends, anyone on here, if anyone's got any questions, I'm going to be open and honest about it, probably more than I should be, to be honest, which is why in my last video I said TMI on it. Had I given too much information? I don't know. I was just being honest about things. So anyway, I'm not getting wound up about it. I'm not upset. I'm very passionate about things. So anyway, so the end product of that is I've cancelled the event that I was running. Some people might be happy about it, and to be honest, I don't really care. And it makes me feel very sad for you if that's the case. But I also know that Richard and his wife were encouraging me to carry on with it, and that at some stage in the future I probably will do another one with their blessing. So anyway, it's a done deal. I don't want anybody to I don't want anybody, because if you know me, I'm big enough and ugly enough to be able to, and old enough to stand up for myself, and I can fight my own battles, and I don't need anyone else to get upset with anyone in the group or anyone or anything like that. Please don't go at each other because it's not us and them. We're all one big community, and I love this community. I think, like I say, I'm choosing to believe it was just that there aren't nasty people here. I'm choosing to believe it was just a misunderstanding that has been cleared up, and we were all found innocent. Okay, so nobody was guilty. We've all been found innocent. So I just don't want it to cause any angst, and that's the whole reason that I cancelled the event. I think it's left a bad taste in my mouth, and it's coloured it for, no pun intended, it's coloured it for a little while, and we'll just let the dust settle, and then maybe I'll look at doing it next year. Like I say, with Richard and his wife's blessing, they've already told me that, so that's fantastic, and I'm really happy and privileged to have their support, and I'm so grateful to them for that. So at the moment, it's just what I'm doing is just a few friends and myself. We'll be doing what we had planned to do, our kits, our Richard Lorenz kits, and we'll just do a group chat on Messenger, and we'll just do the planned thing for the 2 months. If any of you would like to join that group chat, you are more than welcome to do that. It's just going to be a little private group, nothing. Just enjoying each other's company, enjoying watching Richard Lorenz's birds come to life, and yeah, so that's that. So I just wanted to jump on here and just tell you from the horse, me, what had gone down, what had happened, and what the outcome is, and that I'm fine. Please don't get offended on my behalf, because I'm not. So I'm just gonna live and let live. In our community, I understand that people get very protective, and I know he has very faithful followers, and I think that's awesome. It's, people have their favourites, and obviously those people on that page, maybe Richard is their bestest favouriteist in the whole wide world, and so I can understand them becoming protective. So I don't blame them. I don't have anything against them. But I hope that this will be a lesson to us all, that for the majority, and I'd say 90, I don't know, I'm an optimist, I suppose, and I don't want to be cynical, but I would think that most people's intentions within the licensed artwork community, which I believe I am, because that's all I do and it's all I promote is licensed artwork, that we would not any of us would go out to hurt each other and to do anything untoward, or to have copyright issues or do those things. If we do, then, or if you see somebody that maybe doesn't know, or that you think that they're doing something, rather than making an assumption, ask them. That's all it takes is a few words, a message. Everybody's contactable, whether it's on through Messenger, and there's no harm in asking a question. Do you know what I mean? And rather than having all this big angst and a big people getting anxious and getting hit up, man, we've got so many things going on in the world, so much hatred and darkness, and people fighting each other and doing ridiculous things to each other. We don't need it in this community. This community is like a safe haven. That's what I see it as. Well, for me, it's a safe haven. It's a place where I get a break from everything else that's going on in the world. And I know that the majority of you would find it like that. It's just the most relaxing, calming art form that I have found. And still, even after the angst yesterday and all that, I'm going to move on. I'm still going to say that I love the community that we're in, and that it's positive, and that we encourage each other, and that we wish each other well, and that we wouldn't wish any harm upon each other or anything bad to happen to each other, because I don't believe that's true. Okay, so it was just a bump in the road. Excuse me. It's a bump in the road. And guess what? We're all on the same journey together, and we're all going to get there. So what I want to say is God bless you all. I want to say a special thanks to those that have reached out to me, that have been so caring and kind. And for those of you that are trying to get protective of me, just back it up a bit. And but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate your loyalty, and I appreciate your protection, and know that I've got your back too. And so just thanks. Thanks to Richard and to his wife. Thanks to the community, Richard Lorenz community, to all you bird lovers out there. I wish you nothing but love, peace, and joy, and wonderful, wonderful things. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there because that's my little update for the day. I was just putting it on there because there are a few people that probably didn't get to see my post before I deleted the event, and so this is me just answering any questions that there might be. Okay, so it's all good. I'm all good. It's all good. There's no issues. No one's in any trouble. Okay, so we'll just go back to where we were before yesterday, and we'll be all good. Okay, I love you guys, and I really appreciate every message. I want to say a special thank you to that person that reached out to me. I know it was difficult, but I would much prefer the truth. It's the truth that sets us free. So I was so grateful to you. I am so grateful to you because it gave me an opportunity to address those things. If I hadn't been told, and people had been too scared to tell me, or thought that was going to hurt my feelings by telling me, then people would still be saying things about me, and things would still be out there in the atmosphere. But because you told me, then it gave me an opportunity then to go and address it. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you for that. God forbid anything else like this ever happens again. But if it does, same thing again. Please just come talk. Communication, and know that you can't say anything that was going to offend me. Life's life, hey? People are people. You just got to get on with it, and just enjoy our times together. And that's what I do. So I just want to say thank you so much. I want to say thank you for all your support. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I want to say thank you just for you guys just being who you are. And if you ever need me, I'm here. I'll be there. If you ever need me, I'll be there. You reach out, call my name. I know there's lyrics. I'll be there. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you. I'm so looking forward to the 1st of September because I am going to be starting my Richard Lorenz Next to You kit. And I will keep you updated on my channel over how I'm getting on. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind. Be thoughtful. Continue to dot till your heart's content. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.